and today we're here outside my greenhouse and we are going to talk about tomatoes, what to do, how to look after them, and well, mine are very exciting because we've got flowers on them. A very important time, the time to start watering and feeding them more of your tomatoes. Well, why not join me? Let's go inside my greenhouse. Come on. Welcome inside the greenhouse, and as you've probably noticed over some of the filming, that this greenhouse is held together with love. It's safe, it's strong, we've made sure of that, but it's an old greenhouse. However, it grows some fantastic things, as you've seen already on the allotment. But here today we're talking about tomatoes. I've just watered my tomatoes as it's early in the morning, and it's nice to get it in early. They like that. It gives them strength throughout the day then to keep growing. Now I'm just looking at my tomatoes, keeping an eye, because it's the time of year where they grow all sorts of there we go, side shoots. That might be Diddy, and there's one over here I've just noticed, and I'll do a close-up in a while. You need to get rid of your side shoots, because then it puts all the energies then into producing. And I'll just move you around a little bit. Here we go. Here we are. All energies into producing your lovely flowers, and these are going to become your tomatoes. Now these are single stem varieties, and I'll pop you back with me. Single stem varieties, which mean you want a single stem, one main shoot up the middle, which I've got here on this one here, my largest one at the moment. And then obviously they're going to branch out, but you don't want them growing on a side shoot. You don't want that to happen, so you want to take all your side shoots out as you go down. And yes, hopefully, if you've got a bushy variety, by the way, let it go. Occasionally you might have to pull a few leaves off, but the bushes like to be a bush, obviously, whereas these just grow straight up and tall. And I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I need to do, and at the moment there isn't. Once we get 5 trusses, so once we get 5 of these trusses with flowers on, and I can see 1, 2, 3, almost approaching 4 on this plant, I can start to give it some liquid tomato feed, and we'll do that once a week, and that really helps. Now I know I bang on about watering, but it's really, really important with the tomatoes to keep the ground, their soil, moist at all times, because if you don't have a level moisture in your soil, if you leave it a day or two and it dries out, then eventually when you get your tomatoes, the skins go hard because they've not been watered, and then when you do water them, it can't cope with it because it's got hard skins, and so they crack. And well, that's not good for your tomatoes, is it? So keep a level moisture on your tomatoes, and well, you'll get great tomatoes off them. So keep an eye on them. Check them every day if you can. You know, some people leave them a week, but I think you need to check them every day. Keep an eye on them and make sure that well, that they're producing your lovely tomatoes. And we'll come back to these at another time. I can't believe it. I have to come back to you, sorry. Well, I've just glanced across at my cucumbers, and now these cucumbers, as you know, they're only about this big, aren't they? And you know, I've been very worried about them, and you know what, they're producing cucumbers. I've got baby cucumbers on my cucumber. I'm sorry, I've got really quite giddy and emotional. That is just fantastic. Look exactly like little cucumbers. I wanted to say tomatoes. I'm so excited. Right then, I think we need to get you a close-up, don't you? Well, you're on my hand camera again, but look at those. They are little cucumbers. And we'll go over to this plant as well. Here, look, they've got cucumbers on. And oh, microphone lead stuck. And there, look, there's 1, 2. We've got cucumbers coming. Isn't that fantastic? Well, I have to say, I'm so excited I might have to go and have a cup of tea. That's brilliant. I'll leave you for now with a shot of my cucumber plants. Ta-da! And we will reveal later which one of these 3, 1, 2, 3, or A, B, C, have the eggshells. Do you remember? In this one, we've got eggshells directly below the plant. I've put them in a hole here. This one, I've scattered it in the earth, and this one's got no eggshells whatsoever. So whether it makes a difference to cucumbers, we'll find out in a few weeks to see which is the strongest. Well, hey, isn't that amazing? Do you know, I've just found the original box that the cucumbers came in, and these are the first things we planted. Do you remember way back? And we put them on my daughter's windowsill, and they're in that little plastic bag in the container. Well, they're called a self-watering system. Do you remember it came in that box? And it's just amazing. They're called Cucumber.Beth, and they're a small cucumber, so they're not very big at all. But that's just incredible. We have our first cucumbers growing, our first sight of something to eat. We've seen all the flowers on the others, haven't we? We've had our peas, flowers, we've got our tomatoes are flowering, and now we've actually got cucumbers growing. It's just incredible. Gosh, in about a week's time, how big will they be? This is just magnificent. Well, it's just, I'm definitely going to have a cup of tea now. I'm so excited. Oh, I can relax and breathe. I feel like an expectant father all over again. It's marvellous. I'll see you soon.